Welcome to final BSc Statistics students. Today we discuss very important questions in semester 5 of final BSc. Titled the paper 5, titled Sampling Techniques and Design of Experiments. So it speaks very clearly sampling techniques and design of experiments. There are three sampling techniques we have: simple random sampling, stratified random sampling, and systematic sampling. Design of experiments, which includes ANOVA one-way classification, two-way classification, and also there are three particular important designs: CRD completely randomized design, RBD randomized block design, and LSD Latin square design. In this particular paper, unit wise, I explain that very important questions. If you read these, probably 21 questions I have written in that for all units. Definitely you will get 70% to 80% of the marks if you read all these. It also covers in short questions, 4 marks or 5 marks, 4 marks or 5 marks, which will be given in the examination. And also 10 marks question. It covers, I cover mainly all 10 marks questions, which definitely covers short questions as well. You see, unit by we learn and we discuss one by one. Unit 1. The unit 1 is a discussion based on the principal steps of the conducting the sample survey, and some basic definitions also we have, in which I have selected these three questions. One, principal steps involved in the construction of the sample survey. So that is the first question. And read sampling errors and non-sampling errors, and also read types of sampling and limitations of sampling. Types of sampling and limitations of sampling. These are the three questions I have selected from unit 1, which are very important. Definitely you will get one definite question in the 10 marks question. In 10 marks question, as well as it covers 4 marks. I repeat and repeat again. Definitely you will, if you read these questions, definitely you will answer 4 marks question or short type questions, short questions. So coming to the unit 2, I based on 4 particular important, 3 theorems and 1 question. What are the theorems in SRSWR? Sample mean is an unbiased estimator of population mean, which is expectation of small y bar is equal to capital Y bar. The question will be given in the examination. In SRSWR, with usual notation, prove that expectation of small y bar is equal to capital Y bar. Similarly, second one, in SRSWR, prove that sample mean square is an unbiased estimator of population mean square, that is expectation of small s square is equal to capital S square. Similarly, the third question in SRSWR, again, variance of y bar n, variance of sample mean. Prove that variance of sample mean is capital N minus small n divided by capital N into S square by small n. This is another important theorem. If you read these 3 theorems, you definitely, probably and definitely will get one question. And the fourth question is SRSWR versus SRSWR. Don't forget to read this question. This is also one of the important question. If you read this question, you can answer some important points. Definition of SRSWR also you can read from this. Definition of SRSWR. If you ask in the 4 marks question or 5 marks question, short questions, you can definitely answer. So therefore, this is must. It's very simple and must. The comparison between SRSWR and SRSWR, simple random sampling with replacement and without replacement. This is from Unit 2. Of course, there are many lottery method, randomization table method. Please read the question. Lottery method, random. What are the methods of selecting simple random sample? Lottery method, randomization table method, and also definitions of SRSWR, WR, which will be here in this particular fourth point. Please read. That's about Unit 2. And come to Unit 3. Stratified random and sampling and systematic random sampling. These are the two particular systematic sampling. Stratified random sampling and systematic sampling. The two particular techniques we have in this particular Unit 3. So first of all, we define these three definitions. Stratified random sampling. What is meant by stratified random sampling? Definition of proportional allocation, definition of optimal allocation. These three important definitions you please read. As a first question, maybe some of the definitions you will get in the question, either essay question or short question. Secondly, you read optimum allocation. You have two theorems. Ni is proportional to NiSi. Variance of y bar st is minimum for fixed sample size n. That is the theorem. For if and only if Ni is proportional to NiSi. If Ni is proportional to NiSi. Similarly, in optimum allocation, in stratified random sampling, in optimum allocation, variance of y bar st is minimum for fixed total cost C. That is the third theorem. Ni is proportional to NiSi by root Ci. If Ni is proportional to NiSi by root Ci. Just I have written crux. Right, the fourth one, these two are important, also very important. The fourth one with usual notation prove that variance of y bar st is optimum is less than or equal to variance of y bar st proportional is less than or equal to variance of y bar and random. This is of simple random sampling, optimum proportional allocation in stratified random sampling, optimal allocation in stratified random sampling. The variance of sample mean we are comparing. Which variance is less? It is also may be given greater than equal to greater than equal to greater than equal to. That is variance of y bar and random greater than equal to variance of y bar st proportional greater than equal to variance of y bar st optimum. Of course, you can easily do it. And similarly, the next one, the comparison between the variance of sample mean in stratified random sampling, systematic sampling, and simple random sampling, which you have. It is given the population mean follows a linear trend. Population follows a linear trend. Has a linear trend, and what you have is you have to prove this. Where is the y bar st, which is stratified random less than equal to where is the y bar st? Systematic sampling less than equal to where is the y bar random. This is of the third unit. And so of course there are some particular 4 or 5 questions you have given to you. You learn these two are compulsory. These two questions are compulsory. Most repeated questions 4 and 5. The variance, comparison of variances, optimum proportional random, systematic and stratified. Simple random sampling. Random means SRSWR. Simple random sampling. These two are the simple theorems. These two are very simple theorems. If you do one theorem, other theorem is also going to be very, very simple. Same pattern. Don't forget to read the definitions. It will help you definitely in the 4 marks question or 5 mark questions, short questions. Right? This is of Unit 3. Come to Unit 4. One-way classification and two-way classification. There are certain definitions you have. ANOVA. You read the definition of ANOVA. You read Cochrane's theorem. You read source of variation. Some simple definitions. And then one-way classification and two-way classification. One-way classification and two-way classification. The two particular questions you please read from this particular, at least if you read one-way classification, two-way classification along with some definitions, you will definitely can answer that question, 10 marks question or 12 marks question or 10 marks question, essay question. And Unit 5, you read important definitions. I forgot to write one another question, that is principles of experimental design. Experimental design. After definitions means what is the definition of design of experiment and definition of yield, block, experimental unit, treatments, precision, efficiency, etc. The many definitions. You please read the definitions, which are very important. Of course, I have not written here, which are very important. And then you please read principles of experimental design, which are replication, randomization, and local control. These are the three important definitions, three important principles, which are also more useful in short questions. Maybe one particular principle which may be given in the local control. Okay, like that. You get from the short questions as well. And now, remaining, this is the one unit which consists of more syllabus rather than remaining all the units. So therefore, this is you have to read CRD, which means definition of CRD, advantages, disadvantages, and then you have to write statistical analysis of CRD. If you have some applications also you have to write. So this is what CRD for 10 marks question you have to write that. Otherwise, simple definition of CRD you can write. Similarly, RBD, randomized block design, LSD, Latin square design, same. Some advantages, definition, advantages, disadvantages, and then write statistical analysis of CRD, RBD, or LSD, right? Which are enough in the CRD, RBD, and LSD. And then efficiencies. The two particular questions I have given efficiency of RBD over CRD, efficiency of LSD over RBD and CRD, and then missing plot techniques. Missing plot techniques in RBD, missing plot technique in LSD. Of course, this is what the first question, the principles of experimental design. You have to read it. And one more important definition, experimental error. You have to read the experimental error. That is a crucial definition. Experimental error. Along with the definition of treatments, blocks, yield, experimental unit, etc. With along the precision, many definitions you have. Definitions are crucial. You have to, whatever you learn some of the definitions, important definitions. Okay? And then you read some of the questions, at least CRD, RBD, LSD. You read the questions. CRD, RBD, and LSD. Definition, advantages, disadvantages, and statistical analysis. Statistical analysis is very similar to one-way classification, two-way classification. Therefore, you read at least CRD, RBD. You can also read LSD. If you read first three questions, you may get definitely you may get one question from the in the paper, in the question paper. So therefore, at least you read first three questions. These are the first three questions you don't forget to read. And also principles of experimental design. Remaining your option. So you read 4 questions in this unit, so that you read 2 questions in unit 4. This is one another simple unit. If you read these 2 questions, which will be helpful in CRD and RBD. So therefore, read these 2 questions and CRD, RBD, and then LSD, and then principles of experimental design. So which enough to write 2 questions. Unit 4 and Unit 5. Here, Unit 3, you must and should read 4th and 5th questions. And then come to the Unit 2. These are the 3 theorems and 4 questions I am giving. 4 plus, here it is read 3 particular questions. Or if you leave this, minimum 4 units if you read. For example, Unit 2, 4 questions. Unit 3, along with the definitions, 2 particular theorems, 2 theorems, and 4 questions. 4 plus 2, 6, plus 2, 8, plus 3, plus 4, plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12. You minimum at least you read 12 questions from Unit 2, 3, 4, 5. You will get, definitely you will pass. 12 questions. What I am indicating, 4 here, 2 over here, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 4. 12 questions, enough. You will definitely pass in the examination. That is the minimum 12 questions. 12 questions package I am giving to you. Definitely you will definitely pass in the examination. So you please read in that manner. If you read all the 20 questions, definitely you will get 70 to 80% of the marks. Minimum 70 to 80% of the marks. And I give you assurance. So, right, hope you understand. These are the very, very important questions in paper 5 of semester 5. Thank you. Thank you so much. All the best.